Okay, guys. So recording has been started. Now you can report your attendance over here. Okay, welcome everyone. Hope all of you are fine and okay and safe. Your families are safe. Okay. Okay. So is my voice clear to all of you? Okay, Aryan. Okay, Maitreya, Prerna, Jay, Avigna, Dvijesh, Harsh. Okay. Okay, friends. So guys, in the last lecture, okay, what we have completed? We have completed the physiography and the drainage system of India and the Brazil, right? So we completed it in the last lecture, okay? So I hope you guys have gone through it because I also uploaded its exercise as an assignment, okay, to all of you on the Google Classroom. And I believe that you people are studying it, you people are revising the topics, and you people are completing the lessons. I mean, the exercise or the assignment, okay? So how many people here who has completed that assignment on physiography and drainage system of India and Brazil? How many of you? If you have just started, write down started. If you have completed some portion of it, you can mention same thing here. Those who have completed, okay, you can just say yes, we have completed and uploaded it on the Google Classroom. Okay. Okay, Dvijesh has completed some of its problem. Okay. So what about other Jai, Avigna, Maitreya, Aryan, Harsh? Prerna. Okay, Dvijesh, it was fine. And okay, so guys, what about other students? Only two of you have reported over here. That is Dvijesh and Maitreya. Okay, Aryan. So those who have completed or who are in progress, the work is in progress. That is good. But if there are some students who have not started it, I request all of you that please start to write it down. And in between, if you find some problem, you can always ask me. Okay, in the lectures. Okay. Okay, Harsh is saying that completed Avigna. Okay, Avigna, you started. Okay, Jaya here. So start it and do it as soon as possible and upload it on the Google Classroom. I'll be waiting for that. So I have just shared the screen. Is it visible to all of you? Okay. Okay. So it is a good connection. Okay, for everyone. Okay. So guys, in the last lecture we have completed this lesson. Also, I have told you about this 3D image. That is somewhat 3D or topography of India, right? Digital elevated model of India. That is the major physiographic division you can easily see, right? So now we will start the fourth lesson. Okay, I think in the last lecture we have started it, and some part of it we have completed right here. 4.2, the cross section of Brazil's physiography. Okay, physiography of the Brazil. We have seen the cross sectional area of it. So guys, there is there any noise in the background? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so guys, I'm sorry for the your okay disturbance and the noise in the background. There was some people over here. Okay, so now I hope it is clear to all of you. And so friend, just wait a minute. Okay, am I audible properly right now, friends? Okay, okay. So guys, in the last lecture we have started this lesson, right? We have seen this map also, and we have also seen the this index, and from that index we can easily understand which are the areas in the Brazil, or which are the region in the Brazil, okay, which are having higher rainfall, medium, and we can say lower rainfall. So the same situation or same thing goes for the India also. See here, here is the map of India, okay, and again index is given. So the dark blue area is the area where there is the rainfall which is more than 4000 mm per year. Okay, it is annual per year. So see here in the India, major portion of it not more than 400. Okay, major portion of it is only 3000 to 1000 mm per year. Okay, rainfall is that. But if you see the Brazil, that in the Brazil there is a region, okay, where the rainfall is very high. Okay, more than 3000 mm per year. Annual average rainfall is there. So all the area which is in dark green color, dark blue color, it is having the higher rainfall percentage. Now this is the area, okay. Okay, see. So I hope you are able to understand this map, both maps of India and the Brazil. So are you able to understand it? Okay, it is not that much difficult. Okay, you know the index, you know the colors. Okay, and easily you can understand in which area it is higher. So the same questions are asked. Okay, on the basis of this map. Okay, I request you to go through it. Okay, these are the questions. Figure 4.1 and 4.2. So 4.1 is here, 4.2 is here. Now here is a cross section of Brazil's physiography. It means we know there is a geographical area of the Brazil, physiography of the Brazil, and how it is. Okay, Guyana Highlands. Where is the Guyana Highlands? In the northwest side of the Brazil. See here, Amazon basin. Where is the Amazon river? In this area, there is Amazon river. Okay, Paraguay Parana basin is there. We have studied all these things in details. Again, there is a coastal area for the Brazil. Okay, so from this area, from this physiography, they have given the length, okay, in kilometers. Guyana Highlands, its length is almost 400 kilometers. Okay, likewise that. And here the rainwater percentage is given. Okay, rainfall percentage is given over here. And here is the height. On the y-axis there is height. Okay, on the x-axis there is a location, we can say. So from here you can easily understand that the green line, yellow line, okay, yellow, not yellow, blue line, it is annual average rainfall. 1600 mm, 2000 mm, 1500 mm, 600 mm, and 1200 mm. So basically this is the Brazilian highland area. Okay, this is the highland area. This is Guyana highlands. Okay, so in the high region there is good water, there is a less water percentage. Okay, if you go to the Amazon basin, then you can see water or rainfall percentage is almost 2000 mm, okay, per year. Okay, but in the highland region there is less rainfall. Okay, rainfall is less. Okay, so these questions are about these two figures. Okay, once you read it, you will be also able to understand everything in that. Okay, guys, the same situation is in India. Which region gets more than 4000 mm of water rainfall? Identify the regions with minimum and maximum temperature. In which direction is the temperature increasing, etc., etc., etc. Okay, I hope you will be able to go through it and you will be able to answer this also. Okay, so is it okay with you about these maps? Hello, I hope all of you will be able to read the map. Okay, with the index, which with different colors it is shown. First, temperature range is given and annual rainfall percentage is given over there. Okay, not percentage actually, but it is given. So for the India and for the Brazil, you can easily understand it. So before moving ahead, we will just see these maps. Okay, about the Brazil. These graphs. See Manaus. Okay, so Manaus. Okay, Manaus. It's one of the city. Okay, or one of the state in the Brazil. All these are four cities in the Brazil. Which are these? Manaus, okay, Belém, Porto Alegre, and Rio de Janeiro. Okay, these are the cities or these are the states in the Brazil. So basically, see here that yellow line, I mean not yellow, it is pink line or red line. It is showing the maximum temperature range in the Brazil or that particular state, and the blue line is showing the minimum temperature range in the region. See here. So in the Manaus, that minimum or the maximum temperature or the minimum or temperature range is between 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. Okay, maximum temperature range is between 30 to 35, and minimum range is between 20 to 25. In between this. Okay, so we can say in winter in Manaus the temperature is between 20 to 25, and in summer season the temperature is ranges between 30 to 35. Also rainfall percentage is also given. Okay, on the x-axis there is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Okay, on the x-axis, and on the y-axis there is a temperature and there is a rainfall. These blocks or columns you are seeing, it is nothing but the rainfall percentage. Okay, rainfall percentage, not percentage, it is in mm. So the same situation is for Belem. Also the location of Belem, Manaus, Port Alegre, okay, Porto Alegre or Allegri, okay, and Rio de Janeiro is given here. You can easily see. So what is given here? The temperature, maximum and minimum temperature range. After that, annual average temperature rainfall percentage graph is there. Okay, so this is for your information. You can easily read it. You can easily understand it. Okay. So now I will ask you one question based upon this map of Belem. Okay. So is that map visible to all of you? Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Okay. 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 Right. So I will ask you people. Okay. Okay. I will ask you people that see the graph for Belem. Here is the graph for Belem. Now, can anybody tell me that what is the minimum temperature range in the Brazil in the Belem? Okay, minimum temperature range. What is it? Here is the index. Maximum is given by red color and minimum is given by blue color. For the Belem, what is minimum and maximum temperature range? You have to write down for the both. Okay, what is minimum temperature range? What is maximum temperature range for the Belem? Hello. Okay, minimum is 20 to 25. Now see here. What are other guesses? And maximum is okay. Aryan is saying this. Only Aryan map is visible to Aryan only. What about other students? Okay, Maitreya is giving. So Avigna, what question I have asked you? See here, the blue color line it is showing here, right? Dot dot dot, and that dots are joined. Basically, it is showing the temperature range in minimum temperature range in the Brazil. That is in the Belem. Okay, 20 to 25. It is not 25. Okay, near about 22 to 23 only. Okay, near about 22 to 23, and the maximum temperature is from 30 to 33 or 32, 30, 31, and 32. Okay, so in general you can say minimum is from 20 to 25 and maximum is from 30 to 35. So the answers are given correct by Maitreya and the Aryan. Okay, Dheeraj. Okay, fine. Dvijesh, you have given wrong answer. Okay, I have asked you in short. Okay, separately. What is the minimum temperature range and what is maximum? Okay, okay, fine, fine, fine. So if you have got it, then no issue. Okay, now we will move ahead. So for your understanding, we have just taken about this graph. Okay. So now, guys, we will start the lesson. Actually, lesson. Okay, actual lesson. That is geographical explanations for Brazil's climate and India's climate one by one. We will see in details about them. Okay. Okay, these are the questions which are based upon the 4.4. Okay, these are the questions 4.4. Okay, guys. So now we will start from here. That is the geographical explanations for the climatic conditions of Brazil. Okay. So are you people ready for it? I hope my voice is clear to all of you. Okay, Dhiraj, Avigna, fine. Now see, let's start. Because of the vast latitudinal extent of the Brazil, it experiences wide range of climatic variations, okay, in climate. So guys, we know that Brazil's width and length is very high. Okay, if we see about the India, then Brazil is much bigger than India. Okay, its length is very high. Okay, or it is more or large. Also, its width is also very high. But in case of India, India is not that much big. It means the longitudinal means length. Okay, length, direction or dimension. So because of the vast latitudinal extent of the Brazil, okay guys, it is latitudinal. Okay, it is not longitudinal, it is latitudinal extent. Brazil experiences wide range of climatic variations in climate. Okay, it means in the Brazil there are different climatic conditions at different places. For example, near the equator it is hot, while temperature type of climate, sorry, for example, okay, near equator it is hot, while temperate type of climate is found near tropic and Capricorn. Okay, म्हणजेच काय जो कॅप्रिकॉर्न जो रिजन आहे जो आणि ट्रॉपिकल जो रिजन आहे. ओके, म्हणजेच आपण जर इक्वेटर पासून जर वरच्या रिजनला गेलो, नॉर्थ डायरेक्शनला गेलो, तर आपल्याला काय लागतं, ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कॅन्सर अँड कॅप्रिकॉर्न आपल्याला लागतं रिजन. ओके, नॉट कॅन्सर, ओनली कॅप्रिकॉर्न, ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कॅप्रिकॉर्न. At that level, temperature is moderate. Okay, it is middle one, it is not very high. But near the equator, the temperature is very high and it is hot in the Brazil. Brazil gets rainfall from the southeast trade wind and the northeast trade wind. Okay, where is the southeast trade? See here the map of the Brazil over here. You can see these are the directions showing the map direction of the okay cloud or the winds. See here, these are the arrow direction. So arrows are showing that wind is coming from this Atlantic Ocean from the northeast and southeast. This region is a southeast region. म्हणजे पूर्वेकडील साईडनेच येते परंतु साऊथच्या डायरेक्शनने, आणि येथे पूर्वेकडील साईडने येते परंतु इट इज फ्रॉम द नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन ऑफ द ब्राझील. Okay, So Brazil gets rainfall from the southeast trade winds and northeast trade winds. विंड मतलब जो साऊथ ईस्टचे जो हवा आहे किंवा साऊथ ईस्ट कडनं जी हवा येते आणि नॉर्थ ईस्ट कडनं जी हवा येते ओके पूर्वेकडील तर त्यामुळे ब्राझीलमध्ये पाऊस येतो. तर इंडियामध्ये कोणत्या डायरेक्शनने पाऊस येतो? नॉर्थ ईस्ट. ओके, नैऋत्य ईशान्य मीन्स साउथ वेस्ट टू दी north east. This is the direction of a wind flow or the wind travel in the India. So the monsoon also comes in India from two places, one from Arabian Sea and one from the Bay of Bengal. Okay. So is it clear to everyone that how Brazil gets its rainfall? Okay, Brazil get rainfall from the wind. Okay, from the clouds that are coming from the east direction, from the southeast and from the northeast. Parts of Brazilian highlands extend up to northern coast. म्हणजे ब्राझिलियन हायलँडचा जो रिजन आहे ओके, तर हायलँडचा रिजन हा जवळपास नॉर्थ पर्यंत पोहोचतो. म्हणजे साऊथ कडनं तो जो हायलँड रिजन आहे तो चालू होतो ओके अटलांटिक ओशन किंवा ईस्टर्न कोस्टच्या द्वारे तो चालू होतो आणि तो वर पर्यंत जातो नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन पर्यंत किंवा नॉर्थ साइडच्या ब्राझीलच्या नॉर्थ साइड पर्यंत. The escarpment acts as an obstruction to the winds blowing from the sea and cause orographic type of rainfall in the coastal region. See here, escarpment region of the Brazil. Where is the escarpment region or how it is? Like this. See guys, you can see here. You can see this water region, okay? Water, it is the Atlantic Ocean. So wind is coming from this direction. And you can easily see here is a great escarpment. Okay, it is great escarpment means there is very high slope. Okay, अत्यंत तीव्र उताराचे डोंगर त्या ठिकाणी आहेत. And again ahead of that is there is a Brazilian highlands. So when water or the clouds come from this Atlantic Ocean, they get obstructed. Okay, they get obstructed here because of the great escarpment. Okay, they get obstruct here, and at that region there is high water or high rainfall in the coastal area. Okay, in the coastal area. The escarpment acts as a escarpment act as an obstruction to the wind blowing from the sea and cause orographic type of landform in the coastal region. Sorry, rainfall in coastal region. Beyond the highlands, the effect of these winds gets reduced. It means as most of the water, okay, from the clouds that gets flown, okay, that get fall on the great escarpment, but the remaining clouds with the water in it, they flows towards the highland region. Okay, it flows to the highland region, but the effect of the water or these winds get reduced. Okay, till reaching to the highland region, the effect of this highland, the wind or the clouds get reduced or decreased. As a result, the rainfall is minimal. See here, rainfall is minimal in this region. This is the highland region. Rainfall is minimum, that is 600 mm only. Okay. Only 600 mm. See here. Only 600 mm. Sorry, not yes, six up to 600 mm. It means it is very low or very less. As a result, the rainfall is minimal. This region is a rain shadow region. Okay, rain shadow region. Guys, do you know what is the rain shadow region? I think I have explained you in the last lecture, or I don't. Okay, I don't remember it. Do you know what is rain shadow region? Hello, am I audible? Okay, Dheeraj. So, Dheeraj, do you know what is rain shadow region? मराठीमध्ये त्याला पर्जन्य छायेचा प्रदेश असं म्हटलं जातं. रेन मीन्स पर्जन्य. ओके, शॅडो मीन्स छाया म्हणजेच पर्जन्य छायेचा प्रदेश. डू यू नो एनिथिंग अबाउट इट? व्हॉट इज रेन शॅडो रिजन? Okay, I will wait for your answer. Okay, Dheeraj is saying that he don't know. What about other students? Hello. Okay, Aryan is saying no. There are, I think, 7 members here. Okay, 7 participants. What are they doing? Okay, Dvijesh, Dheeraj, Aryan. They are saying no. They don't know. What about other? Who are other students? Prerna, Avigna, Harsh. Do you know what is rain shadow region? Hello. Okay, guys, they are not attending properly, I think. Okay, they are not giving attention. So, rain shadow region is nothing but the region where there is very less rainfall. Basically, you know that water is contained in the, I mean, the water vapors are there in the cloud. Okay, so there is some place where the clouds get obstructed. Okay, what happens? That clouds get obstructed, they get stopped over there for some time, and the maximum amount of water is fall down over there. It means rainfall is there. Now only a minimum amount of water is present in the clouds. Okay, because maximum is rainfall is occurring over there. Okay, guys. So when these clouds with very less water, okay, in them, when they moves ahead or travels to the next point, then at that point there will be very minimum or millimeter uh, rainfall. Okay, so that region is called as the rain shadow region. Okay, at some point there is very high water rainfall percentage. Okay, the maximum amount of water is getting over there, but when the clouds move ahead, they travel ahead from that place and goes to the next place near to that place. There's very less water. Okay, or very less rainfall. So that region with less rainfall is a rain shadow region. Hello, do you understand it? Am I audible to everyone? Okay, Dheeraj, is it clear? Okay, it is clear to be Dheeraj. Okay, so see the graph now, see the map now. I will show you for India. Okay, fine. For India, I will show you. See, guys, this dark blue color here. Okay, this dark blue color, it means there is very high water percentage. Okay, there is hilly region, there is a mountains region, and it is nothing but the Sayadri Mountains or Western Ghat. There is very high water percentage over there, or rainfall is there. Okay, so what happens when clouds are coming from the Arabian Sea? This is Arabian Sea. Okay, they are get obstructed because of this Sayadri Mountains or the Western Ghats. So maximum water is get flown down over there. Okay, now the clouds with less water in them, they will flow towards the east direction of this Maharashtra, we can say. Okay, this is in Maharashtra. They will move towards the next districts of the Maharashtra. But you can easily see that water percentage or rainfall percentage is gradually decreasing. See here, it is somewhat good, but here water percentage is very less. So this region with less water percentage, okay, this is called as the rain shadow region. All right, I hope it is clear to everyone. Now see, as a result, rainfall is minimal. Okay, this region is also, this region is a rain shadow region. Okay, this region is called as drought quadrilateral. ओके, या रिजनला काय म्हटलं जातं? ड्रॉट क्वाड्रिलॅटरल. म्हणजेच काय, त्या ठिकाणी दुष्काळ खूप जास्त वेळा येतो, म्हणून ड्रॉट प्रोन एरिया आहे तो एक प्रकारे. ओके, कन्सिडरिंग द टेम्परेचर्स इन द ब्राझील, द नॉर्दर्न पार्ट ऑफ द ब्राझील इज हॉट, while temperature in the southern part are comparatively lower. Okay, if you see the condition of the Brazil, in the Brazil, the temperature is quite high in the north area or northern part of the Brazil. But if you come to the south direction or southern part of the Brazil, then temperature is lower over there. Temperature is lower over there. Okay, guys. So in the Brazil, temperature is somewhat high in the northern area, and temperature is lower in the southern area. Seasonal variations are found in this pattern. Near the equator at a Brazilian coast, temperature does not vary much. Okay, the part of the Brazil which is in the equator region. Okay, that in the coastal area, temperature does not vary much. म्हणजेच त्या ठिकाणी जो कोस्टल एरिया आहे ब्राझीलचा आणि इक्वेटर एरिया आहे, ओके, इक्वेटरचा, तर त्या भागामध्ये टेम्परेचर हे जास्त कमी किंवा जास्त पहिल्यापेक्षा जास्त वाढत नाही, ते कॉन्स्टंट राहतं एक प्रकारे. ओके, इट मीन्स देर इज नो मच व्हेरिएशन इन द टेम्परेचर इन दॅट रिजन. In the in the coastal regions near the equator in Brazil, differences in temperatures are negligible. Okay, differences in temperature is negligible means temperature do not vary much in the coastal area. The winds move in the vertical direction in this region. ओके, ये हा जो काही कोस्टल एरिया आहे ब्राझीलचा, आपण बघितला ईस्टर्न कोस्टल एरिया, तर त्या ठिकाणी काय एक प्रकारे त्याच ठिकाणावरून ग्रेट एस्कार्पमेंट चालू होते, म्हणजे तीव्र उताराचे पर्वत चालू होतात, त्याची शृंखला चालू होते, त्याची चेन चालू होते. मग या ठिकाणी काय होतं, जी एअर आहे ती व्हर्टिकल डायरेक्शनला मूव्ह होते. ओके, the direction is vertical. Okay, wind direction is vertical in this region. Similarly, the convergence zone of the trade wind is weak here. Okay, it means in the coastal area, the convergence, that means the collection of the wind or the collective action of the wind is very less, okay, in that area. As a result, cyclones are not formed. That is why tropical cyclones rarely visit the coasts of the Brazil. So basically they are saying that the wind condition, okay, the climatic conditions are not suitable, okay, in the coastal area to become a cyclone, to start a cyclone, to form a cyclone. It means cyclones are not formed in the coastal region of the Brazil. Okay, and cyclones rarely visits eastern or coastal area of the Brazil. Okay, now see that cyclones are not formed, and that is why tropical cyclones rarely visit the coast of the Brazil. Most of the part of this country lies in the tropical zone. ओके, जो काही ट्रॉपिकल झोन आहे, ओके, तर ब्राझील ही जी कंट्री आहे त्याचा बराचसा एरिया हा जो आहे आता सध्या तो ब्राझिलियन, I mean the what we call tropical zone. Okay, it is in the tropical zone. The equator passes through the northern part of the country. Okay, we know at the equator temperature range is high. So equator passes through the north part of the Brazil. Okay, or the country. The temperature is more in this region. So basically, guys, we have seen that in the north part of the Brazil, there is temperature is high. So as we come to the south part of the Brazil, then the temperature lowers. So why temperature is high in the coastal? I mean, northern area, because in the northern area there is a passing of the equator, and we know at the equatorial region there is high temperature over there worldwide. The temperature is more in this region. The average temperature in the Amazon Valley is 25 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. म्हणजे जी की अमेझॉन व्हॅली आहे किंवा अमेझॉन रिव्हर बेसिन आहे तो पूर्ण जो एरिया आहे, ओके, दॅट होल region basis, okay, basin, it is having the temperature range between 25 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. The climate is cooler in the highlands. म्हणजे जो काय हायलँड रिजन आहे आपण बघितला, ग्रेट एस्कार्पमेंटच्या पुढे हायलँड रिजन आहे ब्राझील मध्ये. ओके, आणि त्याचं एक्सटेन्शन कुठं आहे? साऊथ टू वेस्ट, साऊथ टू नॉर्थ किंवा नॉर्थ टू साऊथ त्याची डायरेक्शन आहे. द क्लायमेट इज कूलर इन द हायलँड रिजन. आता आपल्याला माहित आहे हायलँड रिजन मध्ये क्लायमेट कोल्डच असतं, कारण आपण जेवढं जास्त हाईट वर जाऊ तेवढं टेम्परेचर जे आहे ते कमी 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 होत जातं. ऑक्सिजन लेवल सुद्धा कमी कमी होत जाते. बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रॉक्सिमिटी टू द सी, the coast experience mild and humid climate. Okay, guys. So if you have visited the coastal area of our country or any country, okay, the climate is cooler in the highland because of the proximity to sea. The coast experience mild and humid climate. Humid म्हणजेच काय, दमट वातावरण, की ज्या वातावरणामध्ये वॉटर वेपर्स या खूप जास्त प्रमाणात आहेत. ओके, वॉटर वेपर ह्या खूप जास्त प्रमाणात आहे, कारण कोस्टल एरियामध्ये आपल्याला माहित आहे देर इज अ सी नियर टू इट, and as the temperature increases there is the vapor formation of the sea water or the oceanic water in that region, particular region, and that's why temperature water is humid, temperature is high, and climate is humid over there. The Amazon Valley receives around 2000 mm of rainfall. म्हणजेच अमेझॉन व्हॅली किंवा अमेझॉन बेसिन आहे त्यामध्ये वर्षभरात 2000 mm इतका रेनफॉल होतो, आणि हा it is a good percentage or it is a good type of rainfall we can say. While the northeastern coast receives 1000 to 1200 mm of rainfall. जो काही कोस्टल एरिया आहे ओके नॉर्थचा आणि ईस्टचा तर त्या भागामध्ये वाटतं रेनफॉल पर्सेंटेज इज व्हेरी लो. इट इज ओनली 1200 and 1000 mm of rainfall over there. So guys, did you understand this? That is the Brazilian climate. How it is different, where the temperature range is very high, where the rainfall is less, where the rainfall is very high. Likewise, that different things we studied in this topic. Okay, anybody having any doubt in this? We are studying about the climate of Brazil. Okay, you people have no doubts. Friends, if you have some doubts, please ask because sometimes what happens, mm, there are some things that you do not understand, okay, and there are some things that I do not explain properly, okay, sometimes. But okay, I do not explain because I think that you have understood it. I think you have understood it, but it is not the case. You don't understand, but you still say we don't have any doubts. Okay, if you have, please ask me. Okay, it will be very useful for you also, and I also like to clear your doubts. Okay, am I audible to everyone? Okay, Dheeraj, Aryan, Prerna. Okay, guys, we will just revise it once. Brazil, because of the vast latitudinal extent of the Brazil, it experience wide range of the climatic variation in the climate. म्हणजेच काय ब्राझीलचा जो लॅटिट्यूडनल एक्सटेंट हा खूप जास्त असल्यामुळे एक्सटेंट म्हणजे त्याचा जो आपण काय म्हणूयात एक्सटेंट म्हणजेच विस्तार एक्सटेंट म्हणजेच विस्तार ब्राझीलचा हा विस्तार खूप जास्त असल्यामुळे ब्राझीलमध्ये क्लायमॅटिक कंडिशन्स पण व्हॅरी होतात चेंज होतात वेगवेगळ्या ठिकाणी वेगवेगळे टेम्परेचर किंवा वेगवेगळ्या ठिकाणी वेगवेगळे हवामान असतं. इट इज हॉट ओके नियर द इक्वेटर इट इज हॉट. इक्वेटर कुठे आहे नॉर्थला म्हणून नॉर्थला हॉट आहे. while it is temperate climate found near tropic of Capricorn. कॅप्रिकॉर्न म्हणजे मकर वृत्त आहे ओके ब्राझीलमध्ये आहे साऊथ डायरेक्शनला तर त्या ठिकाणी मात्र टेम्परेचर रेंजेस कमी असते आणि त्या ठिकाणी एक मॉडरेट टेम्परेचर आपल्याला आढळून येतं. ब्राझील गेट्स रेनफॉल फ्रॉम द साऊथ ईस्ट ट्रेड विंड्स अँड नॉर्थ ईस्ट ट्रेड विंड्स म्हणजे नॉर्थ ईस्ट आणि साऊथ ईस्ट कडून जे काही विंड येत आहेत ब्राझीलकडे जे काही हवा येते आहे ओके ओके अटलांटिक ओशन मधून त्यासोबत क्लाउड्स येतात आणि त्या क्लाउड्सचा आपल्याला त्या ठिकाणी ब्राझीलमध्ये पाऊस पडतो. पार्ट ऑफ द ब्राझिलियन हायलँड एक्सटेंड अप टू द नॉर्थर्न एरिया नॉर्दर्न कोस्ट म्हणजेच ब्राझीलचा जो हायलँड रिजन आहे आपण म्हटलं की ज्या ठिकाणी ब्राझीलची हाईट जास्त आहे ब्राझीलचे जे मोठ्या प्रमाणात त्या ठिकाणी डोंगरी प्रदेश आहे माउंटेन्स रिजन आहे तर त्याचा एक्सटेंट जो आहे त्याचा विस्तार आहे किंवा त्याची जी लेंथ आहे ती जवळपास नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन पर्यंत आहे किंवा नॉर्थ साइड पर्यंत आहे ब्राझीलच्या इक्वेटर पर्यंत आहे. So the escarpment acts as an obstruction to the wind flowing from the sea and cause orographic type of rainfall in the coastal region. Beyond the highlands, the effect of these winds get reduced. म्हणजेच एकदा का हायलँड रिजन संपला हायलँड रिजनच्या पुढे मग बाकीचा जो ब्राझीलचा रिजन येतोय तर त्या ठिकाणी मात्र वॉटर पर्सेंटेज कमी होत आहे. Okay, water percentage is very low. So that's why rainfall is minimal. This region is a rain shadow region. म्हणजेच काय मी तुम्हाला डिटेल मध्ये एक्सप्लेन केलं व्हॉट इज रेन शॅडो रिजन. Okay. So this region is also called as drought quadrilateral. Considering the temperature in the Brazil, the northern part of the Brazil is hot. Northern means equatorial part, while the southern part is comparatively having lower temperature. Seasonal variations are found in this pattern. Near the equator Brazilian east temperature does not vary much. म्हणजेच ब्राझीलचं जे काही कोस्टल एरिया आहे त्या ठिकाणी मात्र टेम्परेचर जास्त कमी किंवा जास्त वाढत नाही, कमी होत नाही किंवा जास्त वाढत नाही. इट इज समवट कॉन्स्टंट. In the coastal region near the equator, in the difference in between temperature are negligible. The wind move in the vertical direction in this region. Similarly, the here convergence zone of the trade wind is weak. Okay, guys. So this is about the Brazil. There are some graphs shown here. These graphs are for India. Okay. So based upon these graphs, that is 4.5, you people are asked some the question here. Okay, here are the questions. And after that we will study about the India's geography or India's very small lesson it is. Okay. Okay, hello guys, am I audible? Do you understand this Brazilian climate? Okay, Brazil's climate is very much dependent. Okay, the climate of every country depends on its physiography. त्याची फिजिओग्राफी कशी आहे, भौगोलिक स्थान कुठे आहे, त्या ठिकाणी इक्वेटर जात आहे का, तो नॉर्दर्न पोलला आहे की साऊदर्न साईडला आहे, हेमिस्फिअर मध्ये आहे, या गोष्टी इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. किंवा त्याचा एक्सटेंट कमी आहे की जास्त आहे यावर पण डिपेंड आहे. देश किती मोठा किती छोटा यावर डिपेंड आहे. आसपास सी आहे की नाही, ओशन आहे की नाही, या सगळ्या गोष्टी आपल्याला कन्सिडर करावं लागतात वेन वी स्टडी अबाउट दी क्लायमेट. Okay guys, anybody having any doubt now? Okay, I hope you don't have doubt. Okay, yes, anybody among you? Okay, no doubts na. So guys, okay, now today we will conclude our session. Okay, 10 minutes earlier, 5 to 10 minutes earlier due to some problem at my end. Okay, so is it clear to you everyone? Today's lecture we haven't taken much topic in today's lecture, but I try to explain everything. Okay, about that maps, that graphs, what it's showing. Okay, so how was today's lecture? Sometimes it goes boring, sometimes it becomes interesting, right? Hello. Okay. Hello. Why don't you people give proper attention? Okay. So guys, it is over for today and you can leave the class now. Okay. It is fine for today.